So today I would like to jump right into chapter 12 because I do believe that your previous tutor has um, taught you a couple of different stuff that is ripped out straight from this book. Okay, now so here's the thing, brother. Would you like to help me to read the name of the title for chapter 12?
The right stuff.
And how do you translate it into bahasa Indonesia though?
Um, Sesuatu yang benar.
Atau mungkin yang pas gitu, brother.
Oh
Saya
yeah.
nah, itu juga bisa. Now, so here, let's talk a little bit about success story. Now, before we read all those success stories, especially on the snapshot part, what is success in your eyes, brother?
Success in my eyes. To achieve happiness and
Oh,
to not worry about money.
oh, shit. Okay, Anda menyindir saya atau gimana, brother? Nah, I'm just kidding, brother. You know what I'm saying? Okay, but yeah. So here's the thing, though, brother. Are you trying to chase a financial freedom right now?
A financial freedom for myself,
Mm-hmm.
yes, so that I
Mm-hmm.
don't. I don't want to rely on my family.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Exactly,
always rely on my
exactly.
family. So yeah, I want to
I
be
see.
independent in
Mm-hmm.
financial
Okay, now,
terms.
so brother, I would like to share a couple of different things. Now, for me personally, believe me or not, I am the type of person who are trapped, if you will. I am trapped in a sandwich generation, which I do believe you have ever heard of it before. Now, but what about you, brother? Will you consider yourself as part of the sandwich generation?
What is sandwich generation?
Oh, oh, really, brother? You playing with me, right? You lied to me. You don't know what sandwich generation is.
No, I don't know.
Okay, so basically, sandwich generation is a. Let's just say that you have a both of your parents still, right?
Hmm.
And both of your parents are having some sort of a economical crisis, which it makes them rely on you when they are getting older and basically can't taking care of themselves and also
Mm,
can't find their own money. So you have to always taking care of them for the rest of your life. So yeah, will you consider yourself as a sandwich generation or no?
Not that I know, but I would
Oh, I
say
see.
no. So
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Good. That's good for you, brother. That's good for you. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Consider yourself as lucky because it is such a blessing for me if there are other people out there who is not having the same exact faith or fate as me.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? Again, but yeah, enough talking about it. I do believe that we can jump right into this success story. Now, as you can see here, we have five different companies and their own personal success stories. Well, it's not their success stories, just basically talking about their main products and also some facts about their company. Now, maybe we can start with Coca-Cola first. Now, the company of Coca-Cola, and they produce soft drinks, juice, and bottled water. I'm sorry, and also one fact kebiasaan bawa itu kan brother. Kebanyakan nonton meme saya soalnya. Okay, but yeah, here there are some facts. Coca-Cola is the best known English word in the world after okay. So yeah, Coca-Cola is number one, and
mm.
the well-known English word in the world on the second place is the word okay. Okay, now, so I want you to try to help me to read the second one here, Sony.
Company name Sony.
Hmm.
The main products are electronics equipment, movies, and televisions.
Hmm.
The facts. Some early products included tape recorders and rice cookers.
Yeah, okay. Now that is it's not really that wicked, but yeah, it is a little bit shocking. The
Yeah.
first time that I heard that Sony produced rice cookers back in the past, you know. And again, now, so do you know where does Sony born, brother?
No, I don't have any like Sony products.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
sure. Oh no, I don't ask for whether you are having a Sony products or no. I'm just asking, do you
Yeah.
know where does Sony born?
So Sony.
Mhm. Where does Sony originated?
Oh, okay. I don't know, maybe China.
Okay, well, to be honest, brother, I am asking you because I don't know shit about Sony, brother. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah,
But
me
yeah,
too. Okay.
okay, I do believe that we can just move on into the next one now. Here, how do you pronounce the name of the company here for the third?
The third is, I think it's Levi Strauss.
Exactly. Okay, good. Now that is the correct way to pronounce the name of the company. Or maybe you can
Uh,
just call it Levi's if you really wanted to call it. But some of the
Levi's.
people that I know always pronounce it as Levi's, brother. You know what I'm saying? Which
Mm.
it's completely fine. You know what I'm saying? They don't really know how to pronounce it, so I don't blame them. So yeah, their main product are jeans and casual clothing. Now, the first jeans were made for men looking for gold in California. Oh yeah, fun fact. Uh, if you are asking the reason why do jeans are first made for the miners who are looking for gold, because it is the most durable piece of clothing that ever existed. Now, I do believe that you have some sort of jeans clothing, correct?
Yes, I do.
Okay, and you do know that jeans is very rigid and strong, and it is not as easy to rip apart. And that, yeah, that is the reason why. But here's the thing, though, brother. Enough talking about the company. Let's just pretending a little bit, you know. And again, also, I really wanted to ask you, like, let's just say that you have a chance to build your own company. I really wanted to know, brother, like, what kind of company? What's up?
Hello?
Hello?
Hi.
Can you hear my voice right now?
Yes. Okay.
Okay, so apakah suara saya terputus tadi?
Yes, a bit.
Oh, just a bit. Okay, let me try to re-elaborate if you really wanted to call it that. Okay, let's just say that you have a chance to build your own company. Now,
Hmm.
I really wanted to know, brother, like what are or what kind of company that you will build and what types of products or services that you will sell.
I always interested in like clothing company, but I can't really design like my own clothes. So
Ooh,
I will.
okay.
I mean, I can design them, but like I can't, do the working,
Mm-hmm.
do the making,
Mm,
the making
I
job.
see. Okay, so what type of clothing that you are trying that you like, brother?
Oh, I'm more into like shorts and shirts. Yeah.
Okay, like, but do you know that when we are talking about clothing, there are a lot of different types. Like, we can also talk about the genre, especially like I do believe that you have ever heard about this vintage type of clothing, correct? Wanted to hear your takes in the world of clothing itself, brother. You know, then now are you down, brother?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so here's the thing. I am going to show you about some of the aesthetics, especially in the world of clothing itself. Um, and I really wanted to ask for your opinion, brother, whether it is good or no. Because when we're talking about clothing, there are a lot of different genres here. I am going to share here. Boom. Now, I do believe that you have seen my Pinterest now. For example, let's just take a look at this one. So, how do you think about this way of dressing, brother?
It's really calm how, I mean, the way he
Mm-hmm.
dressed. Nothing
Mm-hmm.
much going on, and it's really simple.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I kind of like
Okay,
this.
can you see yourself wearing or rocking this kind of style?
Yes.
Ah, I see. Okay, bad. Now, so what about this one? Let me show you another type of dressing here. Let's just say this one. Okay, so what kind of vibe that you get from this outfit alone here?
Uh, I don't know. I never liked this kind of pants.
I
It's
see.
like
Okay, so you don't like like what are the things that you don't like about this pants?
um
Is it the
he
sizing or is it the printing
I
or
mean
what is it?
he the way he wears the pants, maybe that's the right way to wear the pants. I mean, like, it's too low
Mhm,
for him to put
mhm.
the pants.
I see.
Like, I
Like
believe it's down.
mhm.
Yeah, it's
Down
his.
down your butt, psyche.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I see, I see, I see. But yeah, sure, sure, sure. Okay, now so yeah, and this one now this is what we call as Y2K, or maybe in the Japanese term is Harajuku. Now, so what about this one, brother? Did you also think that it is weird, or it is pretty? Yeah, it's pretty neat.
It is pretty. I just don't. I can't see myself wearing them, but it's
I
pretty on
see.
them. So
Okay, okay. So you cannot really see yourself rocking this kind of style, but but you do have your own certain opinion. Now, so I would like to show you another thing here. If I was not mistaken, there is another term that I have ever heard. Wait, wait, let me try to remember it. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh, this is called avant-garde. Now, so what about this type of style in general, brother?
that's kind of new. I mean, it's good. I just
Mm-hmm.
this is not my cup of tea. I mean, the
Oh,
way
I
he wear
see.
the dress.
Uh-huh, uh-huh. So this whole kind of style is really not your cup of tea then.
Well, some of them are good, but like some of them are also not in my.
Like bad too.
Yeah.
Shit, I bad. Okay, now so you do leaning into something that is still wearable. If
Yeah.
is that what you try to look for?
Yeah, I like something simple and it's
Yeah,
not
well,
hard to wear.
I don't blame you because let's just say if I wear this kind of stuff, especially around Kediri, people will call me crazy anyway. So yeah, okay,
I mean, I would
okay,
wear
but
that
what?
in some occasion, maybe in like an event or something.
Yeah, sure, sure, sure. Now, but what about this one though? Like, do you think that this piece of clothing are still wearable?
Yeah, I guess so. The pants are like
Mhm.
latex, I believe. It
Oh
looks like
yeah,
latex.
yeah, it is though, because it really brings the BDSM vibe,
Oh.
right off the bat, brother. You know what I'm saying? Like shit, like dang. Okay, but here's the thing. I do really wanted to pull off because when you said that you are interested in the world of clothing, believe me or not, I am not only interested in the world of music, but I am also interested in the world of fashion. Now, I am going to show you one of my favorite designer. His name is Rick Owens. I don't know whether you have heard of him or not, but I want you to try to tell me about the way he produced, or maybe just the way he dressed now. So this here now, let's just say this one. Now let's just focus on the tank top alone. Now,
Hmm?
what are your thoughts towards the tank top alone that designed by Rick Owens?
Oh, it has a lot of torn
Yeah,
parts
it has a lot of
and
holes.
um yeah, I don't really like this.
Okay, okay,
Just
but
because the
will
fact
it
that
be
it
possible?
has holes.
Okay, sure, sure, sure. It's completely fine. Though. It's completely fine. Though. Okay, now, but here's the thing, Roberto. I really wanted to ask, like, will it be possible to see the people from Chitayam Fashion Week wearing this kind of clothing?
Yeah, I believe it would match them.
I see. Bad. Okay, now, so what about in Jogja, brother? Is there any other? Is there any Fashion Week type of shit going on over there?
No, no. I
I
believe
see.
there's nothing like Chitayam Fashion Week or something.
I see. Bad. Okay, now, so I do believe that we can just jump right into the book again, brother. You know what I'm saying? Okay, but yeah, enough talking about the world of fashion. We are going to talk about a lot of different stuff, but I do believe that it is a very peculiar time, or maybe let's just call it the right time to learn a new material here. Now, so here's the thing. I really wanted to ask for your opinion again here. Now, this is the perspective part. Now, this part we are going to talk about what makes a business successful. And now, so I want you to rate it between all these three different squares. I want you to rate it between these three different points. Which one is the most important? Which one is somewhat important? And also, which one is the least important? Now, before we move on, what is the meaning of somewhat, brother?
Somewhat is like maybe iya nggak iya gitu.
I get, brother. Right in
Yeah.
the middle there. Okay, so yeah, so here's the thing. I do believe that we can just jump right into number one. In order for language school to succeed, it has to have
A convenient location, I believe it's the most important.
okay, there is number one. Then,
Um, Inexpensive courses, it's
oh,
somewhat important.
okay. So that means it leaves a variety of classes for the least important one. Okay, sure.
Yes.
Okay, now, so you're telling me, let's just say that language school, let's just pick Jago Bahasa itself, right? And
Yeah.
like, so in Jago Bahasa, we do have a variety of classes. We do have the Jago speaking, just like what you are taking right now. We do have ESP, we do have EFK, we do have TOEFL, we do have IELTS. Now, let's just say the Jago Bahasa doesn't really have those variety of classes. Will it be good for language school to not really have a variety of classes?
Oh, okay. I didn't think that this is just going to be like English schools because it's like a language school, so I think of many languages. Um,
Mhm.
well, when I say it is least important, doesn't mean it is not important, and I
Mhm.
believe by having many variety of classes, it will make
Mm.
Jago Bahasa succeed.
Mhm.
And uh, yeah, this is just the case of ranking these three
Yeah.
things.
Well, I mean, it is just a perspective anyway, and
Yeah.
there's nothing, we don't really need to bring a lot of different problems, but I will bring the problems rather, no, I'm just kidding. Okay,
But
now, so what about number, what up?
well, I thought at first a variety of classes is like, having so many language classes like Mandarin,
Oh, like
Japanese, and then
English, French,
yeah,
Japanese also,
I
all
feel like
those
it's
different.
yeah, I feel like a school maybe can just like focus on certain language, maybe just two language or three languages. They don't have to like variety of language uh to deliver so that
Mhm.
they don't, what do you call that? Uh,
They don't really
Kewalahan.
achieve their goals,
They
or
don't
what is it
overwhelm.
there? But I really wanted to ask though, back when you were in high school, brother, what are the languages that are taught in your school?
So I was in science group
Mhm.
and we only learn English.
I
I
see.
mean English and
Oh,
Indonesia, bahasa
oh
Indonesia.
yeah.
But
Italy.
if you're in social science, you can
Mhm.
also learn Germany.
I see. So you do learn a little bit of Italy.
Excuse me?
You did you learn a little bit of Italy?
Italy? No,
Oh no.
because
I
I'm not
see.
in social science. If I'm in
Ah,
science, yeah.
ya, I see. I thought, saya kira bisa saya tes bahasa Italinya juga berarti ya. Oke, Mbak, ya kita
Okay.
lanjut lagi ya. Request Kak Ipace. Okay, now so number two here. To run a popular internet cafe, it's a good idea to have.
Okay. Fast connection is the most
Hmm,
important.
of course. Mhm.
Good snacks and drinks is somewhat important, and the least
Uh,
important is plenty of computers.
I see. Okay, so let's just say that the internet cafe only has around 5 computers. Will it still be called as an internet cafe, brother?
Um, yes. I mean,
Okay, now
internet.
so.
Yeah.
Mhm. Oh, please
I don't
continue.
know. I don't really know the term of internet cafe. I think it's internet cafe. It's like a cafe when you can. I mean, a cafe where you can enjoy uh, browsing internet. It doesn't have to
Okay.
be. I mean, it doesn't have. It doesn't have to have many computers. Does it even make sense?
Oh yeah, sure. But you do know that if we try to translate it into Bahasa Indonesia, it literally translated into warnet, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay, now so I want you to try to what do you call it? I want you to try to join me a little bit into a critical thinking. Now, I do believe there's no way that you have never been to internet cafe before, correct?
Twice in my life.
Exactly. Now, so from the internet cafe that you have ever visited, brother,
Hmm.
um, do you still remember around how many computers does that internet cafe had, brother?
10 to 20.
10 to 20?
Yep.
Ah, I see. Okay, and that is exactly why, brother. I really wanted you to think about it. If one of the internet cafe that you have ever visited have around 15, 20 different computers at the same time,
Hmm.
will you call a place that has only 5 computers
Hmm.
as internet cafe?
No.
No? Okay, sure. But why not though, brother? Come on.
Oh, this is harder than I thought.
Okay, welcome to my
Okay.
classroom.
Maybe because internet cafe meant to be a place for hangout, and it should have many more computers.
Hmm. I see. Bad. But yeah, sure. Thank you very much for answering that. Okay, now, so here's the thing, brother. A small little disclaimer, brother. I want you to prepare a little bit because, well, this is not something new for me because I do have a lot of different complaints
Hmm.
where some of my students always complaining that every single one of my question is pretty difficult or whatnot, but I am trying to push every single one of my class participants, such as you and other students that are learning in my class, to really use their English while also talking about basically a bunch of different topics here now. So are you down for that?
Yes.
But if you don't, we can completely tone it down a little bit. It's completely fine.
I'm keen, and yeah, I wanna
Shit.
to
Okay,
learn
bad,
to
bad, bad.
critical
You
think
don't
about.
say less, brother. You know what I'm saying? The word you can. Okay, say less. Okay, that is pretty enough there. Okay, now so what about number three here, brother? In order to operate successful movie theater, it has to have
In
to
order to
operate.
operate a successful movie theater, it has to have the latest movies. It's the most
Hmm.
important.
Okay.
Big screens is somewhat important, and good
Oh,
snacks, I
okay.
think, least important.
Now, and right that point, brother, you know what I'm saying? Right at that point, when you say that big screen is the most important, and
No.
also,
The
oh,
latest.
the latest movie, I'm sorry. The latest movie is the most important, and also big screen is somewhat important. Now, that is the moment where I started to realize that we do have the same exact opinion there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fuck big screen. If you don't have the latest movie, okay, now that will be shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
Yeah.
sure. I'll take that. But here's the thing, brother. I do believe that you have known from number one all the way to number six. If you try to take a look for it, every single sentences there is constructed using a particular way. For example, if you really see here now, in order for blah to succeed, to run a popular internet cafe, in order to operate blah 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 blah. Now, So I really wanted to ask you, just for a small little reminiscence, do you know what is the term where I put the word to that is followed with a verb?
Can you repeat the question?
Okay, now if I put the word to that is followed with a verb, just like this, to operate, to and verb. Now, do you know what is the term for that?
Oh yeah, it's I do know this.
In
Hold on.
infi,
Oh, infinitive.
infinitive.
Yeah.
Infinitive. And that is exactly what we are going to talk about here. So yeah, welcome to Grammar Focus, brother. Saying like that. So here we are going to talk, or maybe just try to discuss how can we describe a particular purpose of a particular thing. Gimana sih cara kita mendeskripsikan tujuan dari hal-hal tertentu? Now, so we do have two different things. So the first one, we are going to use the infinitive clauses, and also the second one is using the infinitive clauses with for. Now, you do know what clauses is, correct?
Yes.
Okay, good. That means I am not going to talk too much there. So basically, the one that you have seen here. Now, this is a clauses. Okay, ya. Kira-kira yang mana yang main clause, yang mana yang sub clause, bro? Di kalimat pertama ini.
Wait, hold on. Oh, okay. It's like kalau main class tuh bisa berdiri sendiri, berarti
Betul?
iya yang
Berarti?
belakang berarti. It's a group.
Exactly.
Okay.
Betul banget. Nah, dan itu alasannya kenapa saya
I need to recall my English.
of course, brother. Tentu. Dan itu alasannya kenapa saya tanya ulang, brother. Karena saya nggak mungkin langsung enak tuh nanti belajarnya. Nah, sekarang brother udah paham. Nah, jadi yang bisa berdiri sendiri, just you are completely correct. Now that is the main clause. Tanya lagi, brother. Basically, clauses itu adalah dua kalimat yang digabung menjadi satu. Kalimat satu, kalimat dua. Nah, yang mana itu dikategorikan menjadi subclause dan main clause. Ya gitu. Nah, jadi kayak gitu. Nah, clauses itu ada banyak tipenya. Nah, ada time clauses, ada well, basically there are a bunch of different clauses, but untuk yang sekarang kita ngomongin infinitive clauses. Nah, infinitive clauses itu kayak gimana sih? Nah, namanya juga clauses ya, brother. Clauses, kalau misal kita mau menggabungkan kalimat satu sama kalimat kedua, itu harus ada jembatannya. Nah, kayak misal time clauses, berarti kita menggabungkan dua kalimat tersebut menggunakan satu kata yang berhubungan dengan waktu. Nah, kalau infinitive clauses, berarti kita menggabungkannya itu menggunakan tidak lain dan tidak bukan, yaitu adalah infinitive. Nah, kayak misalnya ini nih, tolong bacakan yang pertama buat saya, bro.
To run a popular internet cafe, it's a good idea to have plenty of computers.
Nah, seperti yang brother lihat di sini, di bagian subclause-nya itu adalah tempat di mana kita meletakkan infinitive-nya, brother. Nah, kayak misal di bagian ini yang udah di-highlight, to run. Ya. Nah, to run a popular internet cafe, nah baru kita masuk ke main clause-nya. Yang mana main clause-nya itu adalah mendeskripsikan bagaimana caranya. Nah, kayak gitu. For example, saya juga bisa bikin sesuatu yang berbunyi seperti to have a healthy relationship. Nah, to have, to diikuti have, yang mana to diikuti oleh verb. To have a healthy relationship. Nah, baru masuk ke koma. Nah, baru saya masuk ke main clause-nya. It will be a great idea if you can try to communicate every single time about every single thing. Nah, itu versi saya tuh. Itu saya mendeskripsikan purpose, bagaimana caranya untuk mendapatkan hubungan yang sehat. Nah, sekarang gilirannya, brother. Coba brother bikinkan saya satu infinitive clauses.
In order for this plan to work, it has to have a good leader.
Ooh, all right. Now that is a solid answer there. I like that. Solid example. Okay, now, but here's the thing. We do have a version, even though that it is technically the same, brother, believe it or not. Now, so here's the thing. We are still going to use the infinitive clauses. But the second version is only having one additional word, and that is for. You know what I'm saying? Now, so here's the thing. So what are the difference, Mister? Believe me or not, brother, if you are using the first one or you are using the second one, there is no difference. The difference is only the structure of the sentence itself. Now, basically, what I am trying to tell you is whether you are using the infinitive clauses, the regular one, or the infinitive clauses with for, all you gotta do is just pay attention to the structure of the sentence. For example, if you take a look at this one, would you mind, brother? Hello?
For an, for an athletic center to be profitable, it needs to have modern exercise equipment.
Exactly. Now, I do believe that you realize the places for placing the infinitive and also for are changed here. Now, if you're using infinitive clauses with for, that means you were started with for and not started with infinitive, just like the first one. You are started with for, and then the infinitive itu diletakkan di akhir. Nah, saya tidak akan memberikan contoh dulu, tapi saya ingin ngetes gimana kalau contohnya, brother, infinitive clauses with for.
For a man to be independent, he
Mhm.
needs to have a job, a decent
Mhm.
job.
Oke, oke. D. Nah, jadi kurang lebih brother bisa memahami dengan enteng nggak
Yeah, I believe so.
materi yang satu ini? Oke, good. Nah, izinkan saya untuk menanyakan satu hal. Emang dua hal ini itu digunakan untuk apa sih?
To make a suggestion, maybe, or
Oke, jawabannya sudah tertera di depan matanya brother,
Oh, okay,
yaitu
yeah.
describing purpose, brother.
Okay, I kind of overthink.
Yeah, gak apa-apa, brother. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I do love messing with some of my past participants, brother. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to really think about it that much. Okay, now so here's the thing, brother. Kalau misal mau mendeskripsikan sebuah purpose, itu brother bisa menggunakan dua ini. Nah, so brother Novel, on our very first day, which yesterday, we have some kind of interview section. You know what I'm saying? I ask you I mostly ask you a bunch of questions and you just answering it. And now it is a good time to reevaluate or maybe just try to recreate those scenes, but with a small little twist. If yesterday I am only able to ask you a bunch of questions and you were only able to answer it, now we are going to have an exchange. I am going to ask you a question, and right after you hear what my question is about and answering it, then that is your turn to ask me also a bunch of random questions. You know what I'm saying? Okay, now are you down, brother Novel?
Do we have to use the classes?
No, brother. This is a speaking session, brother. You know what I'm saying? Oh, but if you see a chance to use the clauses, I will gladly accept it. How about that?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Genre that makes you uncomfortable.
Yes, there is a particular genre that make me uncomfortable. It is horror and thriller. I don't, yeah, I don't really into this kind of genre just because I often get nightmares whenever.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, whenever I've done watching
Okay.
them.
Okay, so you don't like something that is gory then?
Yeah, horror and
Mm,
thriller.
okay.
I don't like this kind of thing.
Okay. But there's no way that you have never tried to watch those genre, right?
Excuse me? Sorry?
There's no way that you never watch a movie with that particular genre, right?
Yes.
I see. Okay, bad. Okay, good. Now I do believe that it is your turn.
I heard that you like music.
Yeah,
and
that's
how
true. Hmm.
yeah, and I believe that you have uh you have maybe recreated in some band and stuff. And what I want to
Hmm.
ask is, how do you end up being a teacher in Jago Bahasa from from
Okay,
from
okay,
that
okay. Yeah,
band?
yeah. Well, I mean, here's the thing, though. I do believe that it is kind of the most impossible thing to happen. You know, saying like if you trying to take a look at my own perspective, or maybe just knowing who I really am as a person. Now you will see that okay, now this is kind of ridiculous. How the hell that a punk like me, who always scream at the mic and never dress properly, having a tattoo and piercing all the times, every single time, and still ended up being a teacher and also a brand ambassador in Jago Bahasa. Now, believe me or not, but it is merely luck, if you really wanted to call it that. Because why? Now, here's the thing. At one time, I do still remember that I have this job, which of course related in the world of music itself. But unfortunately, my job that is related in the world of music itself still considered as a serabutan job. Now you do know what serabutan is, right?
Y- Yeah.
Okay, exactly. Now, so yeah, and I thought that if I only ended up as a person who can scream at the mic with no fans whatsoever and cannot really make money out of it, especially in Indonesia, because metal scene is not really that big here in this country, I started to think that I now, so what kind of other skills that I have? And I was thinking that, oh yeah, I do have these English skills. Now, I dare to push myself. I gamble with life and I try to run away from my city, Sidoarjo, and go to Kediri by myself. And right at that time, I just, a lonely little dude, a lonely 18-year-old dude who trying to thrive to achieve my own money, if you really wanted to call it that, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And luckily, there's this person who ended up talking English with me in Warung Kopi, brother. And turns out that that particular person is one of the major important person in Kampung Inggris pada Kediri. And they
Oh.
told, he asked me, so what kind of job do you have? And I was like, well, I don't really have a job. And then right after that, he don't waste any more time. He gave me his number and he told me to come to his office right tomorrow morning. And I was like, shit. You know what I'm saying? Okay, now that is a pure lie. Now, I'm not a religious type of person, but I do believe that there's a higher being up there. And I thank God for what he's done, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's that. So is that satisfying enough
Can
for
I ask one more thing?
oh, please, brother, hit me, please, please, please.
So, it's crazy how you were just like 18 years old and traveling on your own. And
Yeah.
um, when you got the first job
Mhm.
in Jago Bahasa, I mean, I believe that you don't have like, you know, the certificate or the maybe like
Yeah.
legitimation or the
Yes.
education to teach. So
Yes, that's true.
how do you like got it work out? I mean, you don't
Oh,
know the. I mean, you
oh
don't
yeah,
really
yeah.
know
Now
the
that
syllabus
is
or
a
the.
great question there. Now, believe me or not, brother, even though that I don't have the certificate or legitimate way of being a teacher, you know what I'm saying? I spent 2 weeks for this kind of practice, pelatihan, brother, if you really wanted to call it that, you know what I'm saying? So I don't jump straight into the action. There's no fucking way that the Mr. Fadli beliau allowed me to jump right into it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have the ability to teach you whatsoever. And yeah, I do have a lot of trials and errors. There are a bunch of different things that I need to learn all throughout my career for around 4 years ago. 4 years ago. So I am 22 right now. 22, 21, 20, 19, 18. Oh, 5 years ago. So yeah, for around 5 years ago, I do face a bunch of trials and errors. And yeah, there's no fucking way. What I'm trying to tell you is, there's no fucking way that I can just jump right into, oh yeah, I'll teach, boom. You know what I'm saying? Nah, there's no way about that. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Okay, now, I do believe that that is not as satisfying enough, but I do believe that I have answered your question. Now, will you allow me to ask you a question, brother?
Yeah, yeah, sure.
All right, now, so here's the thing, though, brother. I really wanted to ask you, brother, like, let's talk a little bit about something that is kind of related to us, brother. You know what I'm saying? Like to who we really are now. So this is getting deep, brother. Now let's just say that you are going to die in the near future, brother. What do you want to be remembered for?
I want to be remembered as a person who is nice to my friends
Mm.
and my
Mm.
family, even though I don't think I am. But
Mm.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, you told me yesterday. Uh-huh.
um, and what else? I want to be remembered as someone who's, yeah, I was just kind of nice. I don't really want
Mm.
to like
Okay, sure.
sound
So
like a
yeah,
nice.
you don't, if you feel like you don't really want it to share it too much, you know what I'm saying? It's completely fine.
Yeah.
I do believe that that is enough. Okay, but here's the thing though, brother. Let me ask you a follow-up question here.
Hmm?
Now, if you really wanted to be remembered as a person who done a lot of good deeds and being nice to other people, have you done a bunch of good deeds and nice things to a bunch of other people?
Uh, I don't want to mention it, but yes, I
Mm-hmm.
believe so. So I
Mm-hmm.
helped my friend with their thesis,
Mm-hmm.
and I believe it's yeah, it's pretty much helping them to
Mm-hmm.
their thesis, and um, so I don't want to brag, but
Mm-hmm.
I got a good score in my college, and I mean in the accounting
Mm-hmm. Sure.
world.
Okay.
Yeah. So I taught my friend a bunch of the material that they don't understand. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Okay.
and I
I
don't
see.
really charge anything to them. So
Oh,
yeah,
oke. So Anda tidak memiliki otak makelar berarti ya? Oke, kalau saya sudah saya tagih Rp2.000 per jawaban berarti ya. Saya kayak
I just want them to stay, be my friends. So
I see. Alright. Kalau kalau saya fuck friends, brother. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
okay.
Do it. Kalau saya. Okay, sure, nice. Okay, now that is one way to answer it. Okay, but I do believe that it is your turn, brother. Please.
Okay. So I heard that you have like joined Jakubasa for a long time. I believe it's 4 years or 5 years.
Oh no no no, brother. I joined Jago Bahasa for since 2020, and the first time is in Language Center.
Oh,
In
okay.
mm,
Oh, okay. So do you have any like maybe a person that you don't like
mhm.
they seem to uh might have maybe like a, I don't know how you call this in English, but like maybe do you see like a mischief in their eyes and then, oh, this person is kind of bothering me, bothering my
Oh
position, and maybe I can
yeah, my
write down
own
influences
boss.
because of him.
Yeah, actually, there's my own boss there. My own boss. Well, I mean, he it doesn't really match with what you have told me, but the fact that he does bothers me, yeah, he does. Well, now, well, I'm gonna tell you what though, like the only reason why do I move to Jago Bahasa from Language Center is because my boss is nothing but a bitch who don't want to work and always asks me to do a lot of favors, and he's just sleeping on the office all day long. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, the fact that he always does something like that, it kind of bothers me. But believe me or not, brother, he doesn't really have those kind of sparks in their eyes that makes me kind of what do you call it? Bothers me or whatnot. To be in fact, if I try to answer your questions like that, I have never met someone like that before. You know what I'm saying? Okay, now, so yeah, now I do believe that it is my turn to ask you a question. Now, my question would be, brother, why did you ask me that question? Now that is the
I
very last question for
yeah.
today's meeting. Mm.
I'm interested in people's journey,
Uh-huh.
people's life journey, I believe. Yeah.
Oh yeah, sure.
Um, the fact that you're 22 and I'm 21, I just feel like,
Hey, we are in the same age here. You know what I'm saying? Sure.
yeah, I feel like I'm kind of left behind in
Mhm.
terms of like experience, and I just
Mm.
want to know more.
I
How
see.
about you?
Okay, so basically, you're the type of person who love to get to know about whatever it is that can fulfill your thoughts and and your brain. Is that true, brother?
Yeah, and maybe I can
Hmm.
learn from that.
I see. I see. I see. Now, but believe me, brother, I don't really wanted to say something like this because it will disappoint it. But the only thing that you can learn from me is nothing but English, brother. You know what I'm saying? Like there is nothing really interested in my life. But yeah, if you really think that, oh yeah, I can learn from Mr. You know, believe me or not, brother, I am not the type of person that can be a role model
Ah,
or
come
what.
on.
No, 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 no. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. So when we are talking about the term role model itself, of course, the term role model is like the hero, the figure of a hero in our eyes. It's just a, a dude or a woman who do goods all the time. But for me, I am the exact opposite of that world itself, brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, um, now does role model fight? No, but I do think that violence is also the answer for a bunch of things. So yeah, I don't really think that I am a good person that can be an example for somebody else. But yeah, thank you very much, brother, for still willing to learn in my class, though. You know what I'm saying? At least I can still give you the English skills. Sure. Okay, now so here's the thing, brother. Now that would be the very last question for me. Now I do believe that it is almost our time to close our class. But before I close my class, do you still have any other question, or is that enough, brother?
Oh, I think that's enough. I don't really
I
have anything
bet.
in mind. Yeah.
I bet. Oke, now tetap dijaga kesehatannya, brother. Karena besok kita ketemu lagi. Alright?
Yeah.
I
Me
bet.
too.
Okay, now kalau gitu, see you tomorrow, brother. I will close it in three, two,
See
one.
you.